when we think of impromptu, a lot of times people make the mistake of thinking, I can't really prepare for this. It's going to be something where they give me a topic and it's spur of the moment. And although in a way that is true, you prepare equally as well for an impromptu speech as you would any other type of speech. And you do that by building snippets of information. If you think of a speech being 1 minute and 30 seconds or 1 minute and 15 seconds, and you know that you have your story attention grabber at the beginning and you're going to finish that at the end and include your thesis statement, which is the topic you were given, you have roughly 1 minute to build a body. And if you divide that by 3, because 3 is the magic number, there's actually something in design called a rule of 3, excuse me. And that means people are pleased to visualize or hear things in odd numbers, and 3 is the magic number. So when I'm working with contestants or college speech and debate students, we work on snippets and building them in 3s. What's really important is to give the audience information they may not know. Give us something that's new because we're interested when it's something we don't know about. If you give us something that's really broad and shallow, it's not as interesting. So I always say go really narrow. You don't have to tell us everything there is to know about the question, but go deep and give us some information that highlights your talent. And then build those. And the average state level queen should probably have at a minimum 5 sets of 3 snippets, which is 15 snippets if you break them into the 20 seconds. That should include facts about yourself, stories about the Western heritage, why you want to be Miss Rodeo America, why you want to be Caldwell Night Rodeo Queen. And then you have all of these and you've written them down and you've gone over them with a coach or with somebody who can look at the language and make sure that your grammar sounds right for speaking, which is different than writing. You're not going to put every single conjunctive piece into a speech. And then you want to make sure it sounds great. Have you chosen the best word for that moment? After you have them written, then we move on to how we deliver those and how we associate them back to the thesis statement, which is the topic you were given. Was given the tea bag quotation, for example, I would really want to talk about perseverance. I would want to stumble about why is perseverance important and give an example of how Michelle Bennett has handled perseverance in her life. What are some obstacles that you want to overcome? I remember in 6th grade, I was getting ready for the Twin Falls Fair, and I had a white horse at that time. She had some little flecks in her, and I had broken one of my arms and was signed up for barrel racing. But we had to have our horse cleaned because it was a 4-H event. And of course, she's a horse, so she had some stains on her coat, and we need to wash them. And my mother said to me, what we need is some elbow grease. And I said, where do we buy elbow grease? Because I was in 6th grade, I didn't know. And she laughed and she said, that's hard work. That's getting in there even if you have a broken arm and washing this horse and making her clean and holding on while you're barrel racing with a broken arm. So I could even give that example from 6th grade and how that led into the person I am now, so I could complete my formal education and work and complete my PhD. Had I not had the elbow grease in 6th grade, I may not have had the elbow grease to be successful as an adult.